When you transcend your limits and connect with the quantum field, you enter the realm of infinite possibilities. The unknown is where the impossible becomes possible. Joe Dispenza. Overcoming personal limits is the essence of transformation. Most of us live within a limited reality, conditioned by our beliefs, past experiences, and the mental programs we've repeated throughout our lives. These limits are not real. They are mental constructions we accept as truths. But the quantum field, the vast sea of energy and information that permeates everything, knows no limits. It responds to our consciousness, our intention, and our emotional state. When we surpass the barriers we've created for ourselves, we access this field of infinite possibilities, where anything can be created. The physical reality you see around you is only a small fraction of what truly exists. Everything tangible, everything you can touch or feel, was created from an invisible field of energy and information. At the quantum level, everything is energy, and that energy can be shaped and influenced by the human mind. When you consciously connect with this field, you begin to interact with the universe in a completely new way. Suddenly, what once seemed impossible starts to unfold before you. But what prevents most people from accessing this field is their own mind. The limits you feel in life are not outside of you, but within. They are the product of unconscious beliefs that reinforce the separation between you and the limitless potential of the quantum field. So to connect with this field, you must first break the limits your mind has created and open yourself to new possibilities. The first step to overcoming your limits is understanding how your brain and body work. From the moment you were born, your brain was shaped by experiences, emotions, and perceptions. Every thought you've had throughout your life created a neural network, and the more you repeated that thought, the stronger that network became. Eventually, these repeated thoughts became unconscious beliefs that drive your life, often without you realizing it. These beliefs are not just ideas you have about yourself. They are also emotional patterns you feel every day. If you grew up believing life is hard, success is scarce, or love is painful, these beliefs now control how you think, feel, and act. They've become an automatic program in your brain. To overcome your limits, you need to identify these unconscious programs and then consciously begin to dismantle them. What you need to understand is that your repetitive thoughts and emotions create your state of being, and it is this state of being that is shaping your reality. If you feel limited in any area of your life, whether in your health, finances, relationships, or personal achievements, it's because you are perpetuating these internal states that reinforce those limitations. The good news is that you have the power to change these patterns. By changing your thoughts and emotions, you change your state of being, and in turn, you change your reality. But how exactly can we begin to break these limits and access the quantum field? The first step is to get out of survival mode. Many people live constantly in a state of stress, anxiety, or fear. These emotional states trigger the autonomic nervous system and put the body on high alert. In this state, all your energy is being used to deal with perceived threats in the external environment, which means there is no energy left for creation, healing, or transformation. When you live in stress, your body is trapped in a survival cycle, and your mind is focused on immediate problems and external circumstances. This limits your perception and reinforces the idea that you are separate from the field of infinite possibilities. But when you begin to relax the body and mind, shifting into a state of calm and presence, you interrupt this survival cycle. Your brain enters coherence, your heart aligns, and it's in this state of balance that you can begin to access the quantum field. Meditation is a powerful tool for this. Through meditation, you train your mind to step out of survival mode and into creative mode. Meditation is not just a mental rest, but an opportunity to reconnect with the quantum field. When you close your eyes and disconnect from the external world, your attention turns to your inner world. It is in this inner space that you can begin to visualize a new reality, free from the limitations of the body and the environment. During meditation, you transcend time and space, and your mind expands beyond physical limitations. In this state, you are no longer thinking like the old limited you. You are tuning into the field of infinite possibilities. The more time you spend in this state, the more you begin to influence the invisible energy around you. Another fundamental aspect of overcoming limits and connecting with the quantum field is the concept of emotional frequency. Every emotion has a specific frequency. Emotions of fear, anger, frustration, or anxiety vibrate at lower frequencies, while emotions like gratitude, love, joy, and compassion vibrate at higher frequencies. When you vibrate at lower frequencies, you are out of harmony with the quantum field, which operates in a state of high coherence and organization. Therefore, if you want to consciously and creatively access the quantum field, you need to elevate your emotions. This doesn't mean you should ignore or suppress negative emotions, but rather that you should consciously work to change your emotional state. And the most powerful emotion for this is gratitude. Gratitude is the emotion of receiving. When you feel gratitude, you are telling the quantum field that you already have what you desire, even if it hasn't manifested physically yet. The quantum field responds to what you vibrate, not to what you want. So if you want to create a new reality, you first need to align emotionally with that new reality. By feeling gratitude and joy for something that hasn't happened yet, you are attracting that reality into your experience. This happens because the quantum field responds to your emotional vibration, and when you vibrate at a higher frequency, you begin to attract opportunities, synchronicities, and events that match that vibration. Now, let's talk about the importance of clear intention. The quantum field responds to clarity and focus. If your mind is constantly oscillating between what you desire and what you fear, you are sending mixed signals to the field. A clear intention is like a beacon guiding energy toward what you want to manifest. For your intention to be effective, you must be aligned with it in thought, emotion, and action. Intention is not just a vague wish. It is a clear and vivid vision of what you want to create. When you combine that intention with an elevated emotion, like gratitude or love, you are sending a powerful message to the quantum field. And the more you practice this combination, the stronger that message becomes. However, it's important not to become attached to immediate results. The quantum field operates outside of linear time. So, it may take time for changes to physically manifest. But when you continue practicing clear intention and keep your emotions aligned with your desired future, you will inevitably see results. In conclusion, overcoming limits and connecting with the quantum field is not a skill reserved for a select few. It's something we are all capable of doing. The true challenge is breaking free from the beliefs, emotions, and habits that keep us stuck in the old self. It requires practice, dedication, and a willingness to step into the unknown. But when you do, you begin to realize that the only limit that exists is the one you imposed on yourself. When you connect with the quantum field, you enter a state of consciousness where time, space, and matter are no longer barriers. Everything you want to create already exists in that field as a possibility. And by tuning your mind and body to that new reality, you become the conscious creator of your destiny. To deeply connect with the quantum field and overcome your limits, it's essential to cultivate a consistent practice of presence and self-awareness. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you wish for, but to what you are at your core, at the deepest level of your being. This means that to truly change, you must live as if your future has already happened in the present. Every day when you wake up, you have the opportunity to consciously decide what thoughts, emotions, and intentions you will carry. If you choose to align with the elevated emotions and clear intentions that reflect the future you desire, you are reprogramming your body and mind to live in a state of creation, no longer in survival. The true power of transformation lies in your ability to maintain that connection with the quantum field, even in the face of challenges and difficult circumstances. It's easy to connect with your desired future when everything seems to be going well, but true growth happens when, amidst chaos, you can keep your mind focused, your heart open, and your vibration high. When you persist in this practice, something extraordinary happens. The external reality begins to reorganize to reflect the new internal state you've built. The barriers that once seemed insurmountable begin to dissolve, and you realize that the impossible is simply the limit you've surpassed. The key to sustaining this transformation and living in harmony with the quantum field is a commitment to the present. Often we wait for an external change to feel different. but true creation happens from the inside out. When you take control of your consciousness in the now, letting go of future expectations and past attachments, you are tuning into the field of infinite possibilities. This means that in every moment you are making a conscious decision about who you want to be. And it is this consistency in being who you want to become that reconfigures your mind and your energy field. Over time, this state of presence and alignment with the quantum field becomes more natural. Your external reality will start to reflect the inner coherence you've cultivated, bringing people, circumstances, and opportunities that resonate with the frequency of your elevated emotional state. This is when you realize that the limits that once existed were not real, but mental creations based on old programs. Now, with a new perception of yourself and the world, you are free to explore the vast potential that has always been available. Thus, you become truly the co-creator of your life, aligned with the universal energy that sustains everything that exists. So ask yourself, what limits are you willing to overcome today? How can you begin to shift your emotional frequency to align with the field of infinite possibilities? Remember, the power to create is in your hands, or rather, in your mind and heart, right now.